Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sanctuary. Hope you're all doing well. We've done a little bit of work since last time. We've done a little bit more mining, a bit more resource gathering. Just chopping down a bit more sugarcane here because we might need some books later. But yeah, I said at the end of the last episode I'd set myself up a little starter home, and here it is. It's not much. Inside, we've got a little bit of storage here, the anvil, a couple of furnaces, the important bit, the AFK fishing farm, which I set up very early, and as you can see we've done plenty of fishing so far, and we've got more fishing rods and bows over here. Then on the top floor I've got a little bit more storage and our enchanting table, which we are going to be making use of very shortly. As far as resources goes, I hate to say it, but it's all a bit of a mess. I'm normally a very organised person. I like to keep my chests organised, so this is quite disturbing for me to see. I don't know why I've let it get this bad. But the important resources are down here. We've got plenty of redstone, got a couple of golden apples. I can't remember where I found those actually. I think that was down an abandoned mine shaft. And the important bit, 41 diamonds. Now, at the moment, we're still using iron tools and a stone shovel. We've got a diamond sword, and we have got ourselves a full set of diamond armour. Got protection 4 on everything, which is fantastic. But we need some tools, especially for what I have planned for today. And today I'm going to be setting up the zombie farm, just to generate ourselves a little bit of XP and have a way of leveling up without having to AFK. So first things first, what we're going to do is make ourselves some diamond tools. Assuming I can find some wood for some sticks. Alright, so what do we need? We need a couple of pickaxes, we need an axe, and we need a shovel. Okay, now the next thing, what can we get as far as enchantments go? For the picks, I'm hoping for a silk touch and a fortune pick, but we'll have to see how it goes. I've got a few books that I can use to get rid of some of the enchantments if they're not particularly good, but let's have a look. We've got Unbreaking 3, we have Unbreaking 3, and Unbreaking 3. Let's see what we get from this. Just Unbreaking 3, that's pretty poor. What are we getting with the axe? Unbreaking 3 again, and Unbreaking 3 again on there. Let's use the axe to get rid of some of these. Oh, efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3, that's pretty nice. That'll make life a little bit easier. And Unbreaking 3 again. Let's try one of these, see what we get. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. Still no Silk Touch and still no Fortune. Oh, Silk Touch. Silk Touch and Efficiency 4. I would have liked Unbreaking 3 on there as well, but we can't have everything. So yeah, now we've got ourselves a few extra tools, and we can start getting things ready to set up this zombie spawner. First though, I think what I'm going to do is spend a little bit of time organising these chests. Ah, that's so much nicer. Everything is nicely organised. I can find things. It's fantastic. Okay, so one thing I did forget to craft up earlier, which I had been meaning to, was a couple of ender chests. I've been wanting to get one for a while. I keep having to cut mining trips short because I don't have one. So let's quickly craft up a couple of them before we head out and start gathering resources. There we go, and we'll stick one down there and keep the other one with us. I did also manage to combine a couple of Fortune 2 books and add Fortune 3 to one of my picks. So I do now have both Fortune 3 and Silk Touch. So yeah, I'm ready to go. So let's go and grab some resources. Okay, I think we've got everything we need. We've got a bit of red stained clay, plenty of stone bricks, some redstone supplies, some signs. I think that's everything that we're going to need for now, at least. So yeah, we're back at the Cave of Wonders. I always feel like that should be said in some kind of epic movie voiceover voice, but I'd sound like an idiot saying it like that, so I'm not going to. But yeah, we're back over here. The design for this, as I think I said last episode, is going to be fairly simple. Just a basic spawning room with water streams pushing them where I want them to go, and then water towers to take them up, and then a drop to take them down to half a heart. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't think I need to go over the mechanics of spawners for anybody. I think most people understand them now. If anybody does want me to, let me know in the comments, and when I do eventually find a skeleton spawner, I will go through them for you. But yeah, this is going to be just a simple version. Later on, I would like to kind of expand on it a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. Possibly having a kind of visual thing where as the zombies drop down, they go through kind of lava blades and across cactuses and all that kind of thing, so by the time they get down to the bottom, they're down to half a heart again. But it just makes it a little bit more interesting to look at, and it's a bit of a fun project to work on. But for now, this is just going to be your basic Commodore Garden XP grinder. So to start things off, we're going to clear out the area. I am going to design the inside of this to have a little bit of a design in there. It's not going to be seen at all. It's not really necessary, but for some reason I can't help but do it. So I will get this lot cleared out, and I will be back with you shortly. That's everything all cleared out. We've got the little canal down the centre here. It's going to be one block deeper, so the mobs can't get back out again. Then we'll have a water stream down here. It's going to have to go down another block. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to have to go down another block there so the water stream can continue under here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the water streams going up to a water elevator here, and then while you're in the AFK room, or whatever you want to call it, wherever you're standing and waiting, you'll be able to watch the zombies coming up the water elevator before they get dropped down again. But yeah, I'm going to try and do one of the walls on camera just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like inside. As I say, it's not going to be seen, but I do like to make these things look at least vaguely nice. So yeah, the roof is going to be at this level, I think. Yep. And then have stone bricks around the outside, like this. If I can reach. Okay, I'll have these going across here. The water string is pushing them into the centre, will be coming out from underneath here. And that will go across there. The centre point is here. Yeah, so we want the redstone lamps in the sides. I think I've done this wrong, actually. Yeah, the redstone lamps. Ah, no, there we go. I didn't bring that down far enough. So the redstone lamps will go in the centre of these, and then we're going to have a slightly indented section here with the red stained clay, just to give it a bit of colour. And I've fallen down my trench. And then we do the same here. Okay, and the redstone line will come round from the AFK room over there, around the edges and then into the backs of the lamps, just so we can turn it off and on from inside the AFK room. Alright, that looks quite nice. And then we make a few stairs just to add a little bit of detail and to stop any mobs somehow randomly falling into here. If we go like that, and one on the top. Okay, and then like that, like that. Nope, it's not right. Like that, and like that, and like that. I'm not sure about that. Let's try it like this instead. Those there. And if we remove those, nope. So this is why I don't build on camera. It never goes well. Okay, and how about that? That looks quite nice. I don't know why I'm worrying about this. It's never going to be seen again after this video, I don't think. How do we do this? That. But I just have a habit of trying to make everything look as nice as possible, whether it's going to be seen or not. So yeah, if we leave that like that, and I've fallen down yet again. And then for the roof, if I can get up there, we will have a row of these around the edge, around there, and then if we then have red stained clay, obviously this will go, that's water, this will go all the way around the outside. And then in the centre, okay, I'm going to have to get back down again. If we then have slabs in the centre, it'll give a little bit of depth to the room. So let's grab a few of those. Alright, so let's get back up. That was really bad placement. Okay, if we stick the slabs in like this, And then you'd have bricks, have the stone bricks on there rather than cobble, not there. And then there as well. And yeah, that'll give you some idea of what it's supposed to look like. I will get the other 4 walls filled in, and then we'll start adding in the water streams. Alright, that's the room completed. We've got all the walls done, the ceiling's looking nice. The little canal down here is complete. We've got the start of a tunnel here for where the elevator will go to take the mobs up and then drop them down again. So what we've got to do now though is fit in the signs and the water streams on here. So if we stick these in here like so. Alright, and then we fill these in. And the other side. I find this so difficult trying to talk while I'm doing things on camera. It's not a natural thing for me, so it's going to take a bit of getting used to. Hopefully it's not too off-putting for you guys watching. And yeah, we need to check now to make sure these water streams are long enough and the water will flow all the way down to the end, which it should do if my measurements are correct. Then there we go, perfect. Okay, so we need to get ourselves back out of here again. Knock that out and stick that in there. We did also put in the lighting as well, so we could get rid of the torches. So in theory, if we turn the lights off now, we should get some zombies spawning. And there we go, one willing customer. If this had been blocked off completely, that should have spawned 3 or 4. But since there was still light coming through, it did block them off a little bit. So let's take out this guy. So yeah, what we need to do now is we need to build this tunnel, this elevator up from here. It needs to go up 22 blocks, because take the zombies down to a half a heart. So basically a one-hit kill. They need to be dropped 22 blocks. So we need to take this up to, where do we need to go? We're at 42, so we need to go up to Y64, and then we're going to transport them across this way. And let's see, if the front wall is going to be here, we're going to be able to look in here and see as the zombies get taken up the elevator there. Then if we have, say, a 5 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be where the back wall will be, so the zombies will need to come down onto this block here, which is, let me note this down, 1050 minus 393. So yeah, what we're going to do now, we're going to take this tunnel up and then across, and then we're going to sort out water streams, or water source blocks even, alternating with signs going all the way up to the top. And then yeah, that's basically it. Once that's done, the farm will pretty much be operational. I'm not going to worry about setting up the an actual nice looking room just yet. I'm going to get it functional for now, and then I'll come back at a later date and fill in the rest of the details and make it look nice and set up a storage room and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I will cut back to it. I will come back to this when it has been completed, and hopefully we can see it in action. I have found a problem. See, as well as adult zombies, this is also going to spawn baby zombies, which are only 1 block tall, which means when they get pushed to the end of this canal, they aren't going to be tall enough to make their way into the elevators. That means that they're going to get stuck down there and eventually build up to the point of lagging the server, which I don't really want to do. So what I'm going to do, being the kindly person that I am, is I'm going to make a baby zombie daycare centre. So what will happen when we remove this block, the water will flow back down as it did before, but the adult zombies will be able to head off up here to wherever they go, and the baby zombies will get taken off to the daycare centre, which is right down there. This should hopefully stop any problems with baby zombies building up down here, and stop any lag on the server. So that's everything done. All there is left is to do one final test to make sure they are down to 1-hit kills, and then we can take a break from this and move on to something else for the time being. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can fill this hole in, and then turn off the lights and see what happens. So in a few seconds we should see zombies coming up here. I can hear them. Where are you? There we go. He's got his nice gold trousers on. Okay, so now I've just got to wait until they come down. This is the one thing I don't like about water streams. They're so slow. They take so long for the mobs to get up there and across. And in videos like this, it doesn't make for great viewing. But any second now, there he is. So he should, this one on the left at least, should be a 1-hit kill. Which he's not, he's a 2-hit kill. That's disappointing. It's not a huge problem though. I might lower that down again, but if I do that, it's probably going to mean lowering the floor as well to be able to get at them easily, which I don't really want to do if I can help it. But as I say, this is basically complete, or it's functioning. I will come back again at a later date and make this place look nice, possibly put a portal in here. I'm not sure if it's too close to any other portals or not at the moment, but it's not difficult to get to anyway. And he died. Okay, this seems to be a little bit inconsistent at the moment. I'm going to take a look at this off camera. But for now, I have one last piece of business to conclude before the end of the episode. And for that, I'm going to jump back to my little starter base. So I will see you guys in a second. And we're back at our starter base. And if you remember from the end of last episode, I mentioned that I had died a couple more times, and I didn't sacrifice any diamonds. I feel kind of bad for that, so I'm going to have to make up for it now. What I'd also like to do, though, I'd like to keep a record of when I die. I thought of different ways I could do this. I thought about putting signs up, maybe having some kind of monument with blocks for each time I die. But both of those take up quite a lot of space, and at the moment I don't have a huge amount. Until I get to a new base, I don't have much space. So what I'm going to do is create a death book. So let me just grab a few things here, which I can now find quite easily thanks to having sorted them out. Alright, so we'll make ourselves a book and quill. And we will call this the Death Book. Alright, now let's just find my notes. I've written down every time I've died and what the cause was. So the first one, which was on camera, was skeletons. And that was on 2/12/16. Let's see if I can type properly. Then the creeper, as I went down to get my stuff, also on the seconds. And then the following day, I made the mistake of looking at an Enderman. I looked at an Enderman down there, and then for some reason, thinking this was too hot, this was all too high, I ran in and stood here, and yeah, he teleported into the house and killed me. So that was death number 3. That was the following day. And then finally, I did a little bit of exploring in an abandoned mineshaft. I was wandering around, minding my own business, and then I saw a creeper fall down next to me. I heard the hiss, I turned round, I tried to run, and then a spider fell on top of me, knocked me back into the creeper, and I died. So that was death number 2. That was about 1,000 blocks away as well, so I had to make my way back over there and get all my stuff back, which I did get it back, thankfully, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, this is going to be the Death Book. This, I can't remember how I name this. I don't want to sign it yet. Can I name it in here? I think so. Yes, so we'll put it all in caps because it's important. Okay, and then we will stick this right here. So we see this every time we go out. And now to the unfortunate but necessary part of this this little bit of business. We've set up a little sacrificial altar here. I'll throw those down in there. And farewell, diamonds. You will be missed. I really don't want that to happen too often. I like my diamonds. But anyway, that was this has been my second episode. It's been a strange episode for me. I'm still not used to recording, building or anything while on camera. I'm getting a little bit more used to actually talking in general. I feel a bit more comfortable doing it, but it was a strange, like I say, it was a strange one for me today, and I tried to do a bit more building on camera. I don't know how it went. I feel like I was perhaps kind of jumping too much between different clips. I'm not sure. If you have any comments or suggestions or anything you think I could do better or improve, just feel free to leave a comment below, and I will read all of the comments or any comments, and hopefully I will be able to make these videos a little bit better. But for now, this is me finishing the episode. I completely lost track of what I was saying there. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you again in the next episode.